2 years ago, no one knew who Kristinia Collins, now known as KallMeKris with 2 Ks, was. In fact, at the start of 2020, she wasn't even making content and was working as a hairdresser. Flash forward to now, and KallMeKris has over 40 million followers on TikTok, with each video receiving millions of views and over 7 million subscribers on YouTube, making her the most followed TikTok creator in Canada. It can be easy to look at TikTokers who have blown up and think, oh, they just got lucky. But when you go from 0 to 40 million followers in just 2 short years, there's something going on that we need to investigate. In this video, we're going to look at what KallMeKris is doing differently from the rest. Welcome to a KallMeKris TikTok Masterclass. After closely studying KallMeKris's content, I have broken down the 3 main factors for success. If you want to grow on TikTok, now would be a great time to pull out your notebook because Kris is a genius. KallMeKris is well known for her comedy skit videos, which have enabled her to reach millions of people in such a short amount of time. 6 million in 6 months to be exact. But what's interesting is she doesn't have any sort of a trained improv or comedy background. So what has led her entertainment content to be so successful? That brings us to factor number 1, show instead of just tell. Kris creates content that keeps you watching. But how does she do this? A lot of her content is on relatable topics, living with siblings, parents dealing with toddlers, relationships, etc. But instead of just setting up the scenario with text on the screen and presenting you with just her point of view, she gives you the point of view of all the characters involved and actually shows you instead of just telling you. For example, in this video, she is setting up a scenario where she snuck out at night and needs her younger sister to cover for her with her mom.
Hey.
Oh, hey, what's going on?
Shh, shut up. Mom's coming down the stairs right now to ask you questions about me sneaking out last night. I never snuck out last night. Okay, cover for me, please.
But hey, it's just heading out. Hey, Mom.
Did she sneak out last night? You got one shot, to be honest.
Mom, no. She was helping me with my homework last night. She actually fell asleep in my bed, so that's where she was.
Fine.
Yeah, it's just...
Instead of just showing you her point of view, she shows you all of the characters' point of view. I had similar success with this strategy when I set up a scenario where 3 siblings were all excited to go out, but they forgot the youngest. Instead of just showing my perspective, I showed each sibling, thus making it even more relatable and engaging. While this method certainly requires more work, it's much more effective at getting people engaged and encourages them to stay to the end of the video. Which brings us to factor number 2, set yourself apart. A great way to get attention on TikTok is by participating in the trends. Those out there on the internet teaching you how to grow on TikTok, myself included, have all said that participating in the trends is the fastest way to grow, and we are right to a point. Participating in the trends is a great way to gain some traction and start to build your audience when you are first starting out. But the difference between those who have a video or 2 go viral and those who are extremely successful on TikTok is the ability to create content that have people coming specifically to you to watch. This doesn't mean you have to be the first one to do something, as that can be quite difficult these days, but creating content that is unique to you and what you enjoy is going to set you apart and allow you to really establish an audience. From my research, I recommend a ratio of about 30% trends and 70% of some sort of reoccurring content that people know you for. But it's a major bonus if you can integrate the 2. Which brings us on to factor number 3, doubling down and incrementally improving. It doesn't take a genius to realize when you've found a successful series, you should double down on it. But so many TikTok creators overcomplicate this, trying to replicate the success of the video with different types of content, when it really comes down to doing the same thing again and improving each time. It may have been a stroke of luck when KallMeKris had one of her videos with multiple characters go viral just weeks after posting on the platform, but the way she was able to capitalize on that and keep growing her audience to the size it is now was by continuing to make that style of content, but making it better each time. She kept posting and putting herself out there, and the more content she released, the faster she could get a sense of what content was a hit and what her audience wasn't a fan of. This is also a great time to mention another key element in this factor: consistency. In the first year of being on the platform, KallMeKris posted every single day, building trust in her community that she wasn't just going to abandon them at any moment. She was able to keep up with this rigorous posting schedule by batching her content, where you set aside a day to film all of your content for the next week or two. By filming several TikToks on one day, this allowed her to be extremely consistent because she was still able to post a video every day, even if something came up or she didn't feel like creating content. The beautiful thing is the internet is free, so all you really need to get started is to dedicate some of your time. As we finish out this video, let me know in the comments, do you think Kris is really a genius, or is she just lucky? Also, be sure to like this video and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die